And back here at home, Prairie is a small ranching community about 50 miles northwest of Boise in Elmore County, and it draws a lot of people from out of town for hunting and fishing, but there's not a nearby medical facility. So what happens if there's a medical emergency in the town? News Channel 7's Jude Binkley spoke to Prairie's Quick Response Unit, which is made up entirely of volunteer EMTs. And Jude, you spent the day in Prairie. What did they have to tell you?
Well, sure, to get to Prairie, you have to take a dirt road for about 30 miles. And the town is about 40 miles away from the nearest medical facility. Prairie QRU doesn't ask for any money when they respond to a call, but they're trying to raise money to build a station.
Although we don't like to respond to calls because it means someone else is having a bad day, we're proud to be able to provide the service that we do and the high quality of care.
Prairie QRU and Fire is made up of about 16 volunteer EMTs. With the nearest medical facility 40 miles away, the Quick Response Unit is able to respond to medical calls from nearby, which is important in medical emergencies where minutes can make all the difference.
Our primary ambulance is based in Mountain Home. I come up this morning, it was almost an hour drive. So if you think about a medical response, that first 5 minutes for CPR or breathing problems, is huge to have people that can be on scene and taking care of stuff. So, they're a very, very needed agency up here and definitely well appreciated.
The community showed just how much they appreciate their EMTs at Prairie's 4th annual Chili Cook-Off on Saturday. It's a fundraiser to help Prairie QRU raise money to build a station.
So right now we have 2 emergency vehicles. We don't have a place to put them, so we have them staged at our volunteer EMTs' homes. So in the case of an emergency, they respond from their house in their ambulance. So we're hoping to build a building to be able to house our emergency vehicles, our emergency equipment, and also a training facility.
The event had 18 cooks competing to make the best chili. There were also vendors and a live auction. Visitors come to Prairie from out of town for hunting and recreation, which means that Prairie QRU gets a lot of trauma and medical calls. All of their volunteers have been through training, and they don't charge a dime for their services.
We all volunteer our time to go through training, and when we have a call, it's all volunteer as well. They'll never see a bill from our agency.
As the Chili Cook-Off grows each year, so has the community support.
Just if you look around, you see the turnout that they've got up here today. It's supporting their community, but they love their community and they love what they do. So, it's a huge, huge benefit for us, for the county, and then we can support them as we can to keep that agency alive.
Now, Prairie has less than 100 full-time residents, so there were actually more people at the cook-off today than people who live in Prairie. This is the 4th year they've been fundraising for the station, and so far they've been able to break ground and build the shell of the building. There's still a lot of work to be done on the station, but the organizers told me that this year was the largest turnout for the Chili Cook-Off.
I love how it's grown every year, through the town, and it's even surpassed the amount of people that live in that town. Hopefully they can raise enough funds for it. Thanks, Jude.